Hello and welcome to our EFL 2021 Jaguars season preview. You're probably wondering why this wasn't written. And I don't know if you've ever been to Duval, but the folks down there don't read very well, so we have to give it to them in a different format to consume. They all understand words, but reading comprehension isn't quite on par with the rest of the country, so we have to do it like this down there in northern Florida, if you know what I mean. Let's look at this team's overall first. I mean, they're an 82 overall. They're going with the Tampa 2 scheme this year, and they're going to do the vertical zone run on offense. Don't think it matters much, just depending upon where the scheme fits are on defense. Now, this team was inherited. They did inherit a pretty decent roster, a mishmash of some misfitted players, but overall, they should be able to get by. Deshaun Watson at quarterback is the highlight right there. Of course, no expense spared at quarterback. They wanted to spend $31 million a year on random Derek Carr, who actually isn't Derek Carr for whatever reason. I don't know if he was like warped out of the league with that weird FA glitch or whatever, but this is certainly not Derek Carr. Although we'll take him at $31 million a year as a backup. Who needs, Minshew mania? He's a third stringer now, so he gone. Andrew Norwell, again, very expensive, but very still serviceable guard. Miles Jack is now a superstar outside linebacker. Joe Schobert, the middle linebacker, who is only being kept around to mentor the young guy. So don't look for too much of him on the field. He'll play, but only situationally. Let's take a look at the depth chart. So, as we mentioned, at quarterback, it's going to be the Deshaun Watson show, the 25-year-old superstar development. See what he's got going on here for his superstar traits. Probably something terrible, because I know C.J. Henderson has return man, which is quite a swift kick to the nuts. Is Daddy League's going to be slow? It is indeed. So let's just pretend like we know Deshaun Watson's superstar traits. We're not going to click on any more players because that was atrocious. Deshaun Watson, though, it's hard to beat him at quarterback. 25 years old. He'll be the quarterback for the entire duration of this cycle, I would imagine. I know you guys do I don't know what you call it, a team legend gets brought back, and Tony Baselli was a great choice because this Jags O-line is pretty pathetic. So Baselli, going into his second year, already in 81, will be great to protect Deshaun Watson's blind side. And they didn't overpay with two first-rounders like Deshaun Watson is used to. He's used to having a left tackle that was overpaid. Andrew Norwell, Brandon Linder, A.J. Cann, and Jawan Taylor make up a kind of pathetic right side, but again, you can't win them all. 3 out of 5 ain't bad, and that will be serviceable enough that Deshaun Watson should be able to get things done. At the running back position, Journey Brown, the rookie, will get the bulk of the carries here. 94 speed, need I say more, 94 acceleration. That kid's going to get a lot of the carries. Damian Williams and James Conner will be your situational / power backs in Jacksonville. Who has fullbacks on the roster? Not me. So let's move on to the wide receivers, where we have the speed demon DJ Chark. Again, 24 years old, 6'4", 94 speed, I apologize. He must be got a +1 in another league I'm in. But he is indeed a big guy who can run fast. Colin Johnson, a big guy, does not run so fast. And I was very excited about this rookie that I saw on the roster, TJ Vasher, 6'6", 93 agility, 91 speed, 94 acceleration. I said, ooh, I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to use him. Unfortunately, he's 24 years old already as a rookie. Hopefully came with a walker, feeding tube, wheelchair, whatever other kind of accoutrement that the older folks need. Hopefully Vasher came with that, because at 24, I don't see him developing a ton, although he'll be serviceable at 6'6" and 91 speed. We'll use him, but it's not going to be like we're going to focus our developments on him. Colin Johnson, 6'6", has great spectacular catch. Rating at 94. However, he's only an 86 speed. Now, he'll be a red zone guy, on the third downs, go to the sticks and throw him a high ball. Sure, why not? Laviska Shenault Jr. should have a breakout year here. Good acceleration, could be the slot guy in Jacksonville for years to come. On the defensive side of the ball, they've got a bunch of the island of misfit toys, I'll call it. Josh Allen, obviously a stud, 24 years old, already an 85. Superstar development trait there. Why did I do this again? I already know it doesn't work that well. We'll just back right out of there. This is where it gets a little weird, though, because Clavon Chasen is solid. Unfortunately, he's not going to, light anybody's world on fire. He's pretty good at a lot of different things, but isn't great at anything. He's got a 75 finesse move, only a 70 block shed. So will he get pressure? Sure, some. Will he get off blocks in the run game? Sure, some. But it's not like he's great, and he is just a normal dev. So the Jags are actually looking at this linebacker here, the young rookie, Baron Browning, may get shifted over to defensive end. He's already got a 77 power move. The block shed is a little lower, but it's a 68, so it's not much lower than Clavon Chase. And so you could see this kid, Baron Browning, stepping down on the defensive line when all is said and done, if the Jags can maybe find a trade partner for Clavon Chase. And in the middle, they got Sheldon Rankins, Timmy Jernigan, and Taven Bryan. Taven Bryan's going to get the bulk of the playing time at 25 years old. Sheldon Rankins is by far the best rated. Timmy Jernigan and Taven Bryan are close enough in ratings that I don't see them wasting many snaps on Timmy Jernigan. Just go ahead and give it to Taven Bryan, who actually has essentially the same block shedding and a much better power move there than Timmy Jernigan. So you got to imagine Taven Bryan will be the guy on the interior, especially on those passing downs. The backers are young and fast, very good with Miles Jack, 84 overall. I believe he also has superstar dev trait. He does indeed, so he'll be around for a while. Joe Schobert, as we said, is aging, 83 years old. Pretty solid linebacker, but he's just not going to be around when you've got the young Cameron McGrone, 21 years old, 89 speed. You know, I mean, let's be honest. What do we worry about in Madden? The age, the speed, the height. He checks off 2 of the 3 boxes. Of course, we all want that 6'4" Tremaine Edmonds, but you take what you can get. So Cameron McGrone will get a lot of snaps, especially in 193 speed, 94 acceleration. He is one heck of a prospect. Unfortunately, only a normal dev, but in the second round, you could do a lot worse than that. C.J. Henderson, obviously, superstar dev, 22 years old, 82. He's going to be that shutdown corner that they need in Jacksonville, and they're going to need all the help they get because on the back end, they are quite atrocious. Jared Wilson is their best-rated free safety, a 75, and he's 27 years old. So you may see some of Richie Grant. Josh Jones, playing strong safety here, not terrible, 77 overall, 26 years old. He's got that 93 speed, so he's got a couple of the stats that you like, but he is not very good in coverage. His zone coverage is a 68, man coverage 71. So is he awful? No. If you user him, you can get by. But if you're letting the computer kind of handle his coverage, it could be a long day on the back end of the secondary for the Jags. That being said, this Jags roster is not nearly as bad as we expected. We're hoping to make a playoff push in year number 2. 1 for me.